starting to get too old to work all day. But hopefully
the best way for us to win the Node's respect is through hard work.
If you're looking for passage to Solstein, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. That's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. All right, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there.
Let's move faster.
I owe them a bit of payback. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
Go where you please.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I'm not sure. What I do? Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I have to be. As second counselor, to secure it. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. After all we've been through together. Councillor Morvain, whose house rep. As second counselor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anyways, out of place.
If you find yourself in the ash wastes, keep your eyes to the ground. Ash spawn like to spring up from nowhere.
Galrus, it's time for your lesson. Very well. I'm ready, Elder. Why do we rejoice that the Tribunal has fallen and their false promises are but a memory? We rejoice as the new temple rises. We rejoice because... You'll give that back if you know what's good for you. You've committed crimes against the Dunmer people of Solstheim. What say you in your defense? Well, I suppose I could forget that I saw you this time. Now, are you here to pray? Or perhaps pay your... There where we inter our dead. Sadly, we've been unable... Those foul vermin. They're befouling them. Thank you. Here, this key should open the door to the tomb. Sounds like something from a dream, and yet... I remember a temple on Solstheim, and working to build something. It was not a pleasant dream. Be cautious, friend. The ash spawn are soulless beings. Excuse me? Mirag. I can't be sure. I know I've heard that name, but it doesn't feel real. The reclamations herald the dawn of the new age and the downfall. One moment. One moment. The only mistake here belongs to you. You're good enough.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
You haven't seen Crescent. No, this is... They don't exactly grow on trees. I prefer to handle... Look, if you see Crescent, tell him to give me that pickaxe back. Well, it's been a long time since someone from the guilds bothered to make their way out here. So tell me, how's my brother Delvin? Still spending his nights at the Ragged Flagon trying to win Vex's heart? Good to hear. Damn layabout never even bothers to send his own flesh and blood a letter saying how he's doing. Can you imagine? Anyway, I suppose you're looking for work. Well, I got bad news. This place eager to make some coin. I'll tell you what. The guild's got a problem out here that I've been trying to deal with for years. Don't look at me like that. I'm all alone out here, with no one to watch my... And besides, it's really my problem. A fellow Breton who went by the name Esmond Tyne showed up at my doorstep about a... He noticed the shadow marks like you did, and I thought he was one of us. That he did. Right out from... It's my own formula for improved bone mold. Took me years. Well, before he... I told... I'd bet a fat purse a coin. You do that, and I'll make sure you're set up right. You... No. Wait. Maybe. I don't know how I know that name. I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about this. The finest weapons and armor. You tell Cretius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
And that's the end of it, understand?
Want to buy anything? Or just laugh?
You talk to him.
Mining gear? No. It's an They gave them... They're no longer being made, so they could be anywhere on the island. If you find any while you're exploring Souls, I think I maybe had a dream. It was very strange. Was I building something? A shrine? Down on the beach near the Earthstone? I'm not sure. Everything I've got on display, really. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave no stone.
That's not someone who lives in Raven Rock, I don't think. Maybe. I can't help but think of some sort of temple on the island.
This island's nothing
Why
but
would
a...
that be?
Don't lie. Every day. What kind of a life is that? Oh, believe me. But I'm not sure I could do that to my father. We've already lost my mother. I don't want to leave. We lived in a even though, to put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone.
Welcome to Raven Rock,
It was
traveler.
horrible.
If you've got something to sell, I'm willing to buy. Why don't we see what kind of deal we can make? The Dunmer, it was bought, and now with a constant eruption. No. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of
Keep
patience.
yourself safe.
Next time you're hungry, stop by.
Here in my
That
shrine.
seems inadvisable. Oh, fascinating.
That you
The
have
stone
chosen
four
well.
appear to have fallen under whatever influence is affecting the others.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
To resist the effect by exerting your will. Fascinating. I would not advise touching the stone again. You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here? Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure. Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax. If I were you, I'd look there. Are we done? I thought so.
Our hands once were idle.
Now,
Seems
truly,
inadvisable. I wonder how long this effect will last.
And when the world shall see.
As with the others.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
That world just is today. Here in his shrine. That they have forgotten.
Building something, clearly. I'm very interested to find out what happens when... Certainly not! Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on. And I would be unable to see how this all turns out. When the city... We are still but a shadow of our glorious past. Someday we will rise again.
By night we recline. What by day was stolen.
That seems inadvisable. That would be a shame. You are an interesting exception.
Our
to the
eyes
otherwise
once were blinded.
phenomenon. That seems...
And when the world shall listen...
Can you hear me?
And
Do
when
you have any free will left?
see.
Or are you completely under this outside influence like the others?
that world will cease to be.
Here in my shrine,
It appears that you were not as unusual after all.
that you have
Here do we
forgotten.
toil.
Here you
What by
reclaim,
day was stolen,
far from yourself.
Our eyes once were blinded.
Now, through me, do you see? Now, through them, do I speak. And when the world shall see. That world will cease to be.
That they have forgotten.
Here do you toil, that you might remember. Here you reclaim what faithless minds have stolen.
Our eyes once were blinded.
Your hands
Now through
once
them
were
does
idle.
he speak.
and when the world shall listen,
The ash from Red Mountain holds secrets. Secrets
and when the world shall see,
Are we done? I thought...
And when the world remembers.
that world will cease to be.
Here in his shrine. That they have forgotten.
I knew it! Filthy You'll have to do better than that!
That's your best? Huh?
Where'd you come from?
Ale and mead is the only advice a sailor heeds.
Here do we toil.
Nothing might. Remember that.
By night, we reclaim.
What by day was stolen?
far from ourselves. He grows ever near to us.
You must leave this place! You must fight against what is controlling you.
Once we're blinded.
We must leave this.
Your hands once were idle.
You must leave this place. You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here? I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken... It makes them forget. My father, Storm, our shaman. Then you and I both... Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. We need to find a way into the temple below. His story is as old. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most did. A priest in their order. But unlike most, the stories say he sought to claim Solstein for himself, and the dragons destroyed him for it. Who's there?
I'll get you out of here.
We should check these rooms for supplies before heading further into the temple.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
Take your time. I shall follow you when you are ready.
Now you're mine.
I am sorry, but you left me with no choice. We must be careful in these ruins. Traps can be anywhere, and there will likely be many. Mirak was trying to take power here, and protect himself in the process. do not wish to imagine the kinds of things that happened in this chamber. Who are the poor souls trapped in these cages? What tortures did they suffer at Mirak's hands? Was it in service to the dragons, or for his own purpose? Look up there. I think I see something. Stairs are knocked out. I have no doubt you can find a way up. You never know. You may find something of value up there. I should look around. We can proceed when you are ready. And so it ends. Again.